Efforts put forward to reach a peace deal for the ongoing crisis in West Asia are still being undertaken. But Tehran says none can be reached if threats and blockade continues. While this is happening, the White House experienced major emergency as shots were fired amid an official dinner ceremony. For more details, we have Nurul Atika Norman on the case.
Thanks, Yusuf. Before we go into details on the ongoing peace deal that seems to be more of a far-fetched thing at this rate, shots were fired at the White House while the correspondents' dinner was happening. Security forces immediately bounced to secure Trump while guests were led to safety. About 2 hours later, Trump held a press conference and states that the shooter was successfully subdued and held captive. He notes that the suspect shot a security officer but was unharmed due to the bulletproof vest. Later on, Trump uploaded a post on Truth Social showing a CCTV footage of how the shooter broke in and a clear photo of the suspect during arrest. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian says that Tehran will not engage in talks under pressure, threats, or a blockade, stressing that rebuilding trust requires ending hostile measures and guarantees against repetition. In a call with Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, Pezeshkian said reaching common ground and creating a suitable environment for effective dialogue are essential for any progress. Pezeshkian stressed that halting hostile policies and ensuring they are not repeated are necessary conditions for resolving disputes. He also said increased military presence further complicates the situation and weakens the atmosphere needed for dialogue. At the same time, Pezeshkian states that the U.S. blockade aims to sow dissatisfaction amongst Iranians, as past negotiations had only deepened public distrust in Iran, while talk of dialogue alongside sanctions, pressure, and a blockade undermines confidence between the parties.
اینا زیرساخت ما رو زدن. ما رو در محاصره قرار میدن تا مردم ناراضی بشن و این رضایتی که الان وجود داره تبدیل به نارضایتی بشه. چطوری میتونیم جلوش بایستیم؟ این که ما اون زمینه‌هایی که اونا فکر میکنن باعث نارضایتی رو مردم اجازه ندن اصلا به وجود بیاد.
He also urged Iranians to reduce their energy consumption as they ready themselves for the inevitable on-ground war with the U.S. and Israel forces. Pressure to end the war has intensified as the Strait of Hormuz, a vital oil and gas route, remains closed. Iran's Powerful Revolutionary Guards, IRGC, says they had no intention of lifting their blockade, which has roiled energy markets. It further states that controlling the Strait of Hormuz and maintaining the shadow of its deterrent effects over America and the White House's supporters in the region is the definitive strategy of Islamic Iran. As we know it, the U.S. has imposed a blockade of Iranian ports in retaliation. In a statement carried by state media, Iran's military warned that continued U.S. blockading, banditry, and piracy would draw a response. And amidst the blockade at the strait, a tanker carrying United States U.S. oil arrived in Japan on Sunday, marking the first such shipment from the U.S. since the Iran war began in late February. According to Cosmo Energy Holdings, which procured the crude oil from the U.S., the tanker transported 145 million liters upon arrival in Tokyo Bay, equivalent to about half a day of domestic consumption. The U.S.-Israeli conflict with Iran has led to the effective closure of the Strait of Hormuz, a key artery for global energy shipments. Japan relies on West Asia for more than 90% of its crude oil imports, most of which pass through the strait. The tanker departed Texas on March 22nd and transited the Panama Canal, which can accommodate smaller vessels. That's all the update for tonight. Back to you, Yusuf.